This is the ClearClick HD Capture Ultimate. It is a device to be able to capture either through HDMI or standard RCA analog. It is basically a device you can use to dub off from old analog devices or HD devices. Records to an SD card, USB stick in HD or SD. Going to show you this right now, demonstrate how it works, show you all the settings. So let's get started. This is the ClearClick HD Ultimate Capture. This is an optional case that you can purchase with the device. There will be a link in the description for this as well. I'm going to show you everything I have in here, which includes a few extra things. Then we're going to hook this up to a VHS VCR and going to capture some video from a wedding that I have on a VHS tape. It's actually my parents' wedding. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is the case. And inside the case, you have the pocket here where you can put additional cables. You actually have cutouts here, so you have the ClearClick HD Ultimate. It comes with a remote control that takes AAA batteries. You also have a USB charging, I call them bricks, adapter. This is an additional HDMI cable I added because I run this sometimes through an HDMI splitter, so this is additional that I purchased. You have the HDMI cable that comes with the unit. You have the analog RCA adapter, so it's a single plug that plugs into the top of the ClearClick, and this allows you to connect old analog SD RCA cables, and we're actually going to use this here in a moment, but I'm going to undo this for now. And then you also have your charging cable. So you have USB on one end, a little DC connector on the other, which goes directly into the ClearClick. The unit will work off of AC power, so you do not have to run solely on the battery. The battery in this will run about an hour to 2 hours recording before you have to charge it. But it does work with that. You just plug in the USB cable to the brick and you can plug it directly in. For demonstrations today, I'm not going to be using the AC cable. And then you also have an instruction manual with the ClearClick. So HD Video Box Ultimate. And you can see plenty of instructions on how to use this. So we are actually going to put some of this back right now. And then we'll turn it on. I'll go through the menus, explain everything, and then we will capture some video in the ClearClick Ultimate. It does take SD cards, which I have an SD card in here. I have 128 gig. It will use up to 128 gig. It also has a USB port on the top so that you can plug in a USB flash drive. It does have HDMI loop out, so you have HDMI in, HDMI out, USB. You have a USB mini that you can connect, and you can connect this to a laptop PC for video streaming. It has AV-in, which I showed you just a moment ago, headphone for listening for headphones. It also has the ability, if you have a headset with a microphone, you can actually be recording such as gaming, and you can record separately audio from your gaming headset into this and record over top the video that you are recording. So this is perfect for gamers. And then this is for the DC plug. Looking around here, we have the SD card slot. Over here, this is the IR receiver for the remote control. And then we have the vent here. On the back side, you have a couple of rubber feet. You also have a couple of holes where if you wanted to mount this on a wall for permanent mounting and leaving it there, you could do that as well. There are certain applications for that. What this does not have for a lot of video professionals is you'll notice there's no 1/4-20 hole for mounting this like on a camera or anything like that. You can buy like a little clamp mount to put this on top of a camera or something and use it that way. But this is what you get. So I'm going to pack all this up, get it off to the side, and then I'm going to turn this on and I'll demonstrate how all this works. Okay, let's start by powering on. Look at the buttons here. We have a menu button, we have a power button, we have the record, start, stop, and a mode button. Here on either side, this is for your microphone. If you are using a headset and putting a microphone in, you can adjust the volume of your microphone, and then up and down here controls the volume of the actual speaker of what you're recording or viewing in here. One thing to keep in mind with the ClearClick recorder, if you're using the HDMI input to record HD, this will not work with HDCP, which is high definition copyright protection. So if you were to plug in a Chromecast, if you were to plug this into your Blu-ray player or any other device which has copyrighted HD content, you will not get a picture. It will be a black screen. So this is not to be used to copyright or to duplicate copyrighted commercially produced content, such as dubbing DVDs and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Okay, we're going to power it on. We're going to hold the power button. And it is powering on. And you'll notice up here on the top of the screen, the battery's at 100%, shows a battery indicator. It shows an X through the microphone, which is to say that it does not have a source coming in, an audio source. Wait for this to power back up. Has a HDMI, there's a record signal, but there's no signal coming in. We're going to go to menu, and in the menu, you'll see language. You can change the language. English, French, Dutch, and Italian. There's also some more in here. So you can change that to whatever you want. We'll stay with English. System, time, and date setting. You can change that. You can watermark on or off. So what that does is as you're recording, it'll put a date stamp on your video if you have that checked. Signal loss detection lets you know. I turn that off. Video quality. You have 1080p 60 high, 60 middle, 60 low, 720 60, 480 60. Those are your options. Right now I have it on 1080, but actually because we're going to record an SD source, I'm going to change that to 480 for when we do a demonstration here in just a moment. Video source, HDMI, I'm going to switch that to AV. And USB mode is USB storage. Storage device, SD card, or you can switch it to USB if you have a USB flash drive. Schedule recording on or off. You can turn this on. You can record the exact same time once a day, once a week, weekly, or off, and so you can schedule your recordings. Formatting as to clear your card. Firmware update tells you the firmware version, and we're back to the top. So let's hook this up to my VHS. Let's get out of the mode. I'm going to see the blue screen. I'm going to plug in my AV input cord. Okay. And then I've already got a cable run. This is an additional cable that you will have to purchase to plug into your SD device or your RCA device. So let's plug this in. Right like that. And so I got a blue screen currently, but I'm going to hit play on my VCR. You'll see play because it's getting a signal. And then this is actually a video from my parents' wedding back in like 1993. So now all we would have to do to record is hit the record button. And you'll see up there in the top left a countdown. There we go. You'll see it counting. Has the date. You can hear some audio coming through. I can turn it all the way up. Or I can volume down. And when I'm done, I just hit this record stop. And that's it. It's created a file. You can hit record again to record your next video. And this will record video as an MP4 file. It's the only option, so it records MP4. That's pretty standard for web use, for anything like that. And so this is a very easy way to convert your old VHS tapes. I'll stop that. And then you can go into mode, which can capture pictures. That's what up here. we can play back. So if I hit play, I'm playing back what I just recorded. Hit mode again, and I'm back to play. I can toggle between my videos. Hit mode again, and I'm back to live. So that is pretty much it. It's pretty easy to use. Not a lot to it. Menus are pretty self-explanatory. And really, if you're looking for something to dub your old VHS tapes, if you're looking for something to record, another great use for this is if you have like a cable box, not a cable box, an antenna box that connects to your TV. You could go out of the antenna box into this and then this into your TV, and this would allow you to DVR or record off-air antenna signals. So if you are a cord cutter and you only have antenna TV, if you have a little antenna box, you could run it through this and you actually have a built-in DVR. Hope you found this review useful. You can find more video and electronic devices over at my Amazon shop, amazon.com/shop/MikesWorld. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video.